In the vibrant tapestry of nature, few creatures evoke as much wonder as the humble honeybee. We often see them buzzing from flower to flower, collecting nectar and pollen, seemingly simple in their daily tasks. But beneath this diligent facade lies a world of astonishing complexity, driven by an invisible language that guides their entire community. Imagine communicating without words, without sound, yet conveying precise directions and distances. This is the daily reality for the honeybee, a marvel of biological engineering and social cooperation. Their method is one of the most remarkable examples of animal communication known to science. A honeybee colony is a bustling metropolis, home to thousands of individuals, each playing a crucial role. For this complex society to thrive, its members must efficiently address fundamental needs, finding sufficient food sources like nectar and pollen, securing water, and, crucially, locating new nest sites when the colony outgrows its current home, a process known as swarming. This coordination requires a highly effective system of information sharing, especially when resources are scattered across the landscape. The success of the entire colony depends on it, turning individual discovery into collective action. At the heart of this communication network are the scout bees. These intrepid individuals are the explorers of the colony. They venture out, sometimes miles from the hive, to search for new flower patches rich in nectar and pollen, or to scout for potential new locations suitable for a future nest. Once a scout bee discovers a valuable resource or a promising new home, her job isn't done. She must return to the dark, crowded hive and somehow convey her findings with astonishing precision to her sisters. This is where the magic, and the scientific marvel, truly begins. The primary method honeybees use to share this vital information is a series of precise movements known as the waggle dance. This isn't just a random buzzing, it's a sophisticated ritual, a miniature ballet performed on the vertical face of the honeycomb inside the hive. The waggle dance is a coded message, an instruction manual for other bees, detailing both the direction and the distance to a newly discovered resource or nest site. It's a testament to the evolutionary pressures that have sculpted such an intricate and effective communication strategy over millions of years. Consider the environment where this remarkable performance takes place, inside a dark hive. Bees navigate this internal world not by sight, but by touch, smell, and the Earth's magnetic field. This means the waggle dance cannot rely on visual cues like pointing. Instead, the bees have evolved a way to translate external directional information, like the position of the sun, into a language that can be understood in complete darkness, against the vertical plane of the honeycomb. This translation is a key piece of the puzzle, and it's surprisingly elegant in its simplicity. The scout bee uses the sun's position as her compass when she's outside the hive. However, inside the hive, the sun is not visible. So, how does she communicate direction? She performs her dance on the vertical comb, using gravity as her fixed reference point. A straight run directly upwards on the comb signifies that the resource is in the same direction as the sun. If the resource is in a different direction, she adjusts the angle of her dance relative to that upward line. It's a brilliant solution, converting a horizontal, external cue into a vertical, internal one. Let's delve into how precise direction is encoded. The waggle dance involves a waggle run, a straight line where the bee shakes her abdomen rapidly. The angle of this waggle run, relative to the vertical line pointing towards the top of the hive, which represents the sun's direction, tells other bees the precise angle they need to fly from the hive relative to the sun. For instance, if the waggle run is 30 degrees to the right of vertical, the resource is 30 degrees to the right of the sun's current position outside the hive. It's a living protractor, guiding her sisters with astounding accuracy. Beyond direction, the waggle dance also communicates distance. How far away is that patch of flowers or that potential new home? This information is encoded in the duration, or length of time, of the waggle run. A longer waggle run indicates a greater distance from the hive. For example, a waggle run lasting 1 second might mean a resource is 500 meters away, while a run lasting 2 seconds could mean it's 1 kilometer away. The speed of the dance also plays a role, with more distant resources often leading to slower, longer dances. It's a sophisticated temporal code. But it's not enough to just know where a resource is and how far away it is. Bees also need to know if it's worth the trip. The enthusiasm and vigor of the dance, often reflected in the number of waggles within a run, communicate the quality and abundance of the discovered resource. A truly rich find, bursting with sweet nectar or ample pollen, will result in a more energetic, persistent dance, recruiting more followers. This ensures that the colony's efforts are focused on the most rewarding locations, optimizing their foraging efficiency and maximizing their collective gain. Once a scout bee begins her waggle dance, other potential foragers gather around her. They carefully observe her movements, tracing her path with their antennae, absorbing every detail. Through this tactile engagement, they read the direction, distance, and quality encoded in her dance. It's a remarkable feat of sensory interpretation, akin to learning a complex map just by feeling its contours. These observing bees are not just passive spectators, they are actively processing the information, preparing themselves to embark on their own journey to the promised location. The hive becomes a living information exchange. After observing and interpreting the waggle dance, many of these recruited bees will then fly out of the hive, following the directions precisely communicated by the scout. They use the sun as their compass, just as the scout did, adjusting their flight path according to the angle indicated by the dance. Their ability to translate the dance's abstract information into real-world navigation is truly astonishing. This efficient recruitment system allows the colony to rapidly exploit new food sources, ensuring a steady supply of resources to sustain the thousands of individuals that call the hive home. While finding food is a daily necessity, there's an even more critical decision-making process where the waggle dance plays a pivotal role: swarming. When a colony becomes too large for its hive, it prepares to split. The old queen leaves with about half the bees to find a new home, while a new queen takes over the original hive. The success of this departure hinges entirely on finding a suitable new nest site, a process that requires extensive scouting and collective agreement. It's a high-stakes moment for the colony, demanding precise and persuasive communication. In the period leading up to swarming, dozens, sometimes even hundreds, of scout bees will embark on missions to find potential new nest sites. Each scout bee, upon discovering a promising cavity, perhaps a hollow tree or a rock crevice, returns to the swarm cluster and performs her waggle dance. Unlike foraging dances, these dances are performed on the outer surface of the swarm, making them visible to a wider audience. Each dance is a fervent proposal, an argument for her chosen location, communicating its direction, distance, and perceived quality to her fellow scouts. What happens when multiple scouts propose different sites? This is where the democratic process begins. Other scout bees, intrigued by a dance, will fly out to inspect the proposed location. If they find the site satisfactory, they return and begin performing the same dance, essentially voting for that location and recruiting more bees. If they find it unsatisfactory, they do not dance. The more attractive a site, the more scouts will visit it, and the more dances will be performed for it, creating a powerful positive feedback loop. It's a debate, communicated through dance. Over hours or even days, this dynamic process of inspection, dancing, and recruitment continues. Slowly, the number of dances for less suitable sites diminishes, as those scouts either give up or are converted to a better site after visiting it. Eventually, one particular site gains an overwhelming majority of dancers. When about 80% or more of the scout bees are dancing for the same location, a consensus has been reached. This collective decision-making is remarkably robust, ensuring the colony selects the best possible new home for its survival. It's true collective intelligence. Once a consensus is formed, the entire swarm, now numbering in the thousands, takes flight. Guided by the scout bees who have memorized the chosen location, they embark on their journey to the new nest site. This mass migration is a testament to the effectiveness of the waggle dance and the colony's decision-making process. The communication ensures not only that the best home is found, but that all members of the departing swarm know exactly where to go, minimizing confusion and maximizing the chances of successful establishment in their new environment. It's an exodus choreographed by dance. The waggle dance is more than just an interesting behavior, it's an evolutionary masterpiece, a complex language honed over millions of years. It allows a decentralized society of tens of thousands of individuals to act as a unified, intelligent entity. This intricate system demonstrates the power of natural selection to produce highly specialized and effective communication strategies, even in organisms that lack the complex brain structures of vertebrates. It challenges our very notions of intelligence and social organization in the animal kingdom, reminding us of the profound wonders still hidden in nature. To better grasp the complexity, imagine if humans had to communicate precise directions and distances for finding a new home or a new restaurant, purely through dance, in a completely dark room, with only gravity as a reference. And then, hundreds of us had to agree on the best option through this same dance, before moving collectively. It's a challenge that highlights the extraordinary processing power and adaptability of the honeybee's brain, allowing them to perform feats of navigation and social coordination that often surpass our own unassisted abilities. It makes you reconsider what's possible. Our understanding of the waggle dance largely comes from the pioneering work of Carl von Frisch, who spent decades observing and deciphering bee communication, earning him a Nobel Prize. His meticulous research unveiled this hidden world, proving that insects possess sophisticated cognitive abilities. His discoveries opened a window into the rich inner lives of bees and revolutionized our understanding of animal communication. It serves as a powerful reminder that every creature, no matter how small, holds secrets waiting to be unlocked, offering profound insights into life on Earth. The dance communication system of bees is a testament to the incredible ingenuity of nature. From a tiny brain, a complex language emerges that allows an entire colony to thrive. It's a system built on precision, democratic decision-making, and a profound connection to the natural world. As we continue to study these remarkable insects, we gain not only a deeper appreciation for their role in our ecosystems but also a greater sense of wonder for the endless forms of communication and intelligence that exist all around us. The next time you see a bee, remember the secret world of precise messages it carries.